Hello, my little YouTube bras. The song itself is 2 minutes and 15 seconds long. That has to be the longest 2 minutes and 15 seconds in Adam Ant's career. The singing is bad. The dancing is cringe. The arrangement is awful. The audience doesn't even know who he is. He is in severe pain, and then the stage gets invaded. And this is all in a show that was that week's primetime biggest audience share. Millions and millions of people saw this Peabody and Emmy Award winning show. The show that had in it the first ever performance of an iconic pop routine. And directly after it, you had 2 minutes and 15 seconds of Adam Ant, who could stand barely, but he could not deliver. Roll credits. Has anyone seen my line of coke? I have to start off by saying I love Adam Ant. I think he is great. What I'm talking about today is not that he's a bad performer. This is more about bad decisions. This is about bad luck and about two batshit crazy Motown superstars. I do have a follow-up video of an even more embarrassing Adam Ant live performance in front of an even bigger audience, so do subscribe, do hit the notification bell so you find out when that video drops. Also, leave a comment below. What do you think was Adam Ant's most embarrassing performance? But to repeat, I do love Adam Ant. He is easily one of my favourite acts. Adam Ant, with his band the Ants, they were the most successful band in 1981 in the UK. They had more top 10 hits, they had more number of weeks in the charts than any other band. And in 1982 they also had more number of weeks in the charts than any other artist as well. They broke up in 1982, but their success had been so all-consuming that even with just 2 years, less than really 20% of a decade they were together, they were still rated as the 9th most popular band in terms of weeks in the charts in the United Kingdom, though there is no accounting for the British public's taste. As if you look at the 80s band and the most popular in terms of chart success, Michael Jackson doesn't come top, he comes third. Madonna doesn't come top, she comes second. The most popular chart success act in the United Kingdom for the 80s was Shakin' Stevens. Yeah, if you're thinking who, good for you. If you're thinking what, then you know who. Shakin' Stevens. I mean, it sounds more like it's some sort of kind of charity tribute band for the Parkinson Society. But Shakin' Stevens, I'm trying to explain him to people from overseas. He was kind of an awfully poor Elvis impersonator crooner act. Adam and the Ants were massive, they were awesome, and most importantly for this story, Michael Jackson agreed. I was touring Kings of the Wild Frontier, and I got this call at about 5:30 in the morning saying, "Hi, this is Michael Jackson." I have to make a point here, that wasn't a recording, that was me doing the voice. I know, it was eerie. It was kind of like he'd come back from the dead. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of bringing out my own act as a sort of, awful third-rate kind of Michael Jackson tribute crooner act. I'm going to call myself Shaking Michaels. I actually followed him on stage right after he did the moonwalk for the first time. I only told him to blow the bloody doors off. He blew the roof off. And that is the most embarrassing performance ever. Sorry, not me doing Adam Ant's voice, but Adam Ant having to go on after Michael Jackson had done the moonwalk and Billie Jean for the first time. I was literally waiting at the side of the stage when Michael went up there. It was a tough act to follow. It was just astonishing. We're now going to go from a world before Michael Jackson had ever done the moonwalk to the moment the world had witnessed it. How the fuck do you follow that? It was like the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. That's what it was. You can imagine Adam backstage watching just before he goes on as Michael Jackson does that Billie Jean routine. They actually had to stop filming to calm the audience down. They were clapping and screaming, standing ovation for so long. And Adam has to go on after that, and he's got to be thinking, I can't beat it. Ooh, that was bad.
But this is going to be the end of Michael Jackson's performance, and then I'm going to show you the audience for Adamant.
Going on after an impossible to follow act was only the beginning of Adam's problems. Adam and the Ants were relatively unknown in America at this time. None of their singles had got into the Billboard Hot 100. Prince Charming didn't get into the top 100. Stand and Deliver didn't get to the top 100. Kings of the Wild Frontier, I think you get the idea.
You had Michael Jackson's standout performance of Billie Jean, Smokey Robinson's long-awaited reunion with the Miracles, a Temptations Four Tops Battle of the Bands, Marvin Gaye's inspired speech about black music history and his memorable performance of What's Going On, Stevie Wonder, and so many others. A Jackson 5 reunion, a reunion of Diana Ross and the Supremes,
and Adam Ant. Those of you paying attention will know that Adam Ant is not a Motown act. Up until that point, he'd never even covered a Motown song. I don't think he'd even been to Motown. Is that a place? Next to no one in the audience knew who or what an Adam Ant was. So it must have been rather confusing for the audience to see him come on stage to sing the Supremes' first ever #1 hit, Where Did Our Love Go? And to sing it badly.
I mean, really badly. But it's not that Adam is a bad singer, it's just this song is an awful fit. And it's kind of, it does look a bit embarrassing in a way because it's Motown and he's trying to do the song in his style and it just doesn't really work. And he's not helped at all by the backing because the backing is terrible. So the song doesn't suit him, but it keeps going. It's like a train wreck, but it keeps going. And you can see this kind of panic in his eyes when he's looking around, like trying to connect with the audience. He's kind of desperately wanting to win them over. And he's sort of dancing, but he's not really dancing. It's more kind of bouncing around like a demented leprechaun trying to put out a genital fire. It's painful to watch. Adam looks lost, there's moments of panic in his eyes, but more than that, you can see he's feeling the same pain that we are feeling watching this atrocity to Motown, but it's not the same pain. As he sings the lyrics, I've got a burning, burning feeling inside of me, hurts so bad, he absolutely does have a burning, burning feeling inside of him that hurts so bad. A recent cartilage operation in his knee managed to pop out during the beginning of the song. So even his knee cartilage wanted out of the act. So he was in excruciating pain. It must have felt to Adam like he had burns of 3 degrees, 4 tops. And then this, unplanned, unscripted, Diana Ross comes out. It's great to see Adam use this unexpected stage invasion. Some people are saying that Diana Ross came out to be kind, to say to the audience it's okay that Adam's doing my song. But no, she was in complete bitch mode. She was coked up that night, ending up with her pushing Mary Wilson's microphone over and shoving her hard away from the centre of the stage.
She was just being a pain. She was saying, look at this guy who no one knows up there messing up my song. Look at me. Aren't I great? Well, I have to tell you, Diana Ross, as an Adam Ant fan, that you are great, but you've got this amazing voice that kind of when you sing has this kind of vulnerability and beauty to it, but as a person, you are a despicable, selfish, spiteful person, and I just hope you spend eternity just having to watch Adam Ant's performance of your song on loop.
Once she vacates the stage, you can see Adam continues to dance and sing like a wounded moose giving birth, but he's also checking out in case she comes back on stage. He can't focus because of that Ross woman. He should have told her, I thought we're on a break. In some more recent broadcasts, Adam Ant's song has been cut from the show. In fact, it only stayed in the original broadcast because of Diana Ross. Suzanne DePass, the show producer, said Diana Ross coming out with Adam Ant was a shock. She was supposed to be a surprise, so when she got on stage with Adam, I was like, what the heck? There was so much we had to cut from Motown 25, but what saved that segment was Diana Ross.
And that's it. If you do actually want to see the performance, listen to the performance, kind of suffer the performance, maybe if you get all the way through, get yourself a t-shirt to say you've actually survived the performance. There is a link to that in the description, but please, if you've got small children or pets, please put them into a separate room. The next video I have coming is an even worse live performance by Adamant, and to a bigger television audience. Do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when that video drops, and do leave a comment below. What did you think of Adamant's performance at Motown 25? Did you think it was a monstrosity, or did you think it was simply marvelette? We still have the competition running where you can win a unique prize worth up to £1,000, so do click on that if you're interested. It's a very unique prize. And I want to thank you all for watching, and have a lovely time, all my little YouTube bras.
It's never too late.
I hope
if you want to
it's understood. You could achieve something extra harder. You should
if you want to
do something
relax.
good. So when we all leave with our free pardon,
If you want to
do something good. It will be off of your
just
bucket
need to
list.
cry.
Might
If you want to
even get a
lose that
knighthood.
You just need the first
Maybe